And in case you haven't heard, it is thundering bad outside and raining this morning. Special guest on this Wednesday morning, Benard Simelton. Good morning, sir.
Good morning,
He's been on the program several times before. He is the local president of the NAACP chapter here in Limestone County, retired Air Force, and ready to go at this morning. And first thing he wants to do, we want to talk about the comment I made many months ago that I would not vote for a black man for president like Barack Obama. So we've been having a discussion going on and forth about stuff like that. Why should I? And why shouldn't I?
Well, the reason you should is because if the person is qualified, then the question becomes, why shouldn't you? We're living in 2008, and we cannot no longer not vote for a person or promote a person just purely on because of the color of their skin.
Now, as this gets tighter, we're within less than a month now.
Right.
That, I'm afraid, is going to become a bigger and bigger topic, being the race issue.
Well, it's already a big topic. There's a lot of people out there who are not saying so, but looking at some of the percentages back in June, when I think it was along the time you made the statement, 68% of the people said they could support, but there was about 28% of the people that said they could not vote for a black person for president purely on the basis of his skin color. And again, we're living in America in 2008 where people can come to this country and achieve and be elected to office if they are qualified.
Do you think this racial misgivings deal about Obama is going to be a bigger issue as we go here to the 1st of November?
Well, like I say, it's already a big issue. It probably will become more to the forefront, but it's already in the underlying method a big issue. A lot of people are thinking about that and really considering, can we afford, can I cast my ballot for, an African American?
Now, I've got an article here that a survey says, this was done in Detroit, black-white show prejudice along racial divide. A lot of folks in that have a bad misconception about black folks being just lazy and relying on the government to get them by.
Right, and I read some of that, not in the same article, but there was a survey done that says, well, let's, asking whites to describe African Americans. They use some of the same words you did: lazy,
I know white people are lazy too now.
Well, again, this is a survey that's a perception. And I think it's absolutely
it was 4
incorrect.
of 10 whites that in the survey of the thousands of people, it was 4 out of almost half of them had that same perception.
Yeah, and again, it's certainly not valid, because there's plenty of African Americans that are doing great things in this country, and you take a small sample of people who can kind of ruin the whole bunch.
If Obama wins, what will this do for black folks in America?
Well, I think for some of the younger folks, it will give them a indication or a response that I can achieve to the highest position in the United States, and it just inspire them to do better in school, do better in anything that they attempt. I think it'd be inspiration.
Well, judging from the recent polls and everything, how can Obama lose this election right now? What does McCain, in your opinion, have to do to pull this dude out?
Well, again, I don't want to talk about specific, because the NAACP is nonpartisan, and I can't say, well, McCain, we vote for McCain.
Nonpartisan?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
How can the NAACP be nonpartisan? You mean to tell me there are some members of that that are going to vote for John McCain?
No, I didn't say, but we cannot advocate.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We can't come out and
endorse Obama versus McCain, but we endorse people who, and not endorse, but we support people who have the same views as we do on issues that are important to our communities.
So do you think now that it's going to be very tough for John McCain to pull this out?
Well,
judging on what you've seen in polling.
Again, the polls are one thing, and I don't put much faith in those. It's certainly a good thing to show, but there's a lot of other issues that we got 30 days or approximately 30 days to go, and there's a lot of things that can come up that can alter people's opinions.
All right. Every time we see John McCain, we see that good-looking wife of his with him. What happened to Michelle Obama? Why has she disappeared from the map? Right
Well,
now?
I saw her last night. She was looking mighty good to me, you know.
But, I mean, you don't see, she's not out anymore. Are they afraid she's going to open her mouth and say something stupid again?
No, I don't think so. I mean, you know, I see her all the time. I mean, I guess we were watching different TV stations, but every time I see her, and matter of fact, she's going to be on some program this morning.
Probably The View. They're the only ones that let her say anything that she wants to without saying anything about her.
She's very, you know, likable person. She speaks well, and you know, I think she represents herself and her husband very well in issues.
You don't think they've toned her down a lot?
Well, I mean, I think all the women, wives, I should say, have come out and been toned down something. You know, I don't see Ms. McCain out that much. Not that I'm, you know, looking for her, because I'm interested in what they have to say. You know, and those are one that the presidents, you know, they're the one who make the decision. You know, the wives, you know, they have their respective. Well, I shouldn't say wives, spouses have their respective roles, but I'm looking to see what the presidents, the candidates in this case, are going to say. You know.
Why do you think that your man Obama would be a better president than my man McCain?
Again, I can't. I'm not saying
from a
Obama.
personal standpoint, not representing the NAACP.
And who says I'm voting for Obama?
Okay, then he's not voting for Obama.
No, I didn't say that either. But yeah, you know, personally, certainly, I think Obama has come out and clearly articulated his stance on issues that are more reflective of what I believe in. You know, John McCain, you know, everything from the economy to the war in Iraq to, you know, just jobs. You know, if you look at the economy, where it's been going for the last, what, 3 or 4 months.
A lot of that's the Democrats' fault for what they did with Fannie Mae and all that back years ago.
Okay, okay. So if it was going good, then it would be, you know, the
Well, I take full credit for it. But,
Okay.
I don't but now I agree with you that he is getting a lot of that blame right now because it's a Republican president.
Well, right, and he's been voting with the president on economic plans and issues for, you know, the last 8 years.
So